Hey everybody, welcome to this week's card reading. It is, what is it? No, it's not Monday, Allison. It's Tuesday, April 29th. And I apologize for missing last week. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to our dog Betty, and that was an emotional roller coaster, way more than I thought it would be. So when you have these type of things going on in your life, when you are a channel, when you are connecting to your intuition, you need energy for that, and a clear channel. And when you have your own emotions going on, that can make it a little difficult. So that's when, you have to choose to take a step back and just do you and look after yourself. Definitely one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It's my first time putting a pet down that's been my own, and as much as I have that higher perspective, and I know, like our souls and everything, like our body's just our body. You still are human, and you still going through that process is like whoa, and I do feel actually like ever since opening up to my spiritual gifts and connecting spiritually, I have become way more open and more sensitive to energy. And so I think with that, you can feel emotions more. Well, I'm allowing myself to feel emotions more, where before I was blocked. And then just feeling the energy. So, feeling the energy of the room, feeling the energy of the veterinarian, feeling the energy of whoever else is in that room. And I'm just thinking right now, my goodness, I was a bad intuitive because I did not protect my energy going into it. So I probably overwhelmed my system because I was not just feeling my own feelings, I was feeling everybody else's feelings in there. So bad, Allison. I should have known better. But I am here to give you some guidance for your week ahead. I have two messages. I pulled two cards, and I was guided to pull it from Inner Child Oracle, along with the Shaman's Dream Oracle for this week. And this is card message one pile, so they're two of the same deck, and message two is one each. So if you want to just take a moment to kind of center yourself, take a deep breath, and just kind of see which message you're being guided to. Maybe both of them are calling you this week, totally fine. And you can ask a question, or you can just leave it to general, whatever message that your spirit guide wants to give to you this week. So for message number one, I got, you deserve to be seen, let yourself be known. And then let it go, let go of all that no longer serves you. So let me just reconnect to the message because I connected to it before. Oh yeah, okay. So it feels like maybe there's an opportunity for some of you that has come up that kind of maybe scares you a bit. So, that you kind of maybe have a choice to make, and it kind of feels like your limiting beliefs or your fears are holding you back, and in making that decision. So spirit was just kind of like screaming, where they're like, do the thing, like no more thinking about it. If it's come into your awareness, because it feels like for some of you something's kind of like plopped in there, and there's like a moment of like, ooh, that's exciting, and then it's like, oh god, but no, like that doesn't make sense, or I can't do that, or what about this, what about that, all of the things. So sometimes spirit will lead you in a direction that logically it doesn't make sense to you, and you're sitting there going like, that's ridiculous, or I can't do that, or all of the things. And I can hear spirit right now saying to me, this one's for you too. And I'm like, oh, dang it. Oh, it's so easy to give the advice, but to say, take it myself, that's hard. So I get it, the dilemma there. But it definitely feels like the scary thing, like the whatever's giving you, like kind of like making you feel anxious about or nervous, or you're just not sure, it is saying like, yes, you need to move forward with that, that is the path that you're meant to go along, and you can do it. And it will work out, and to, really kind of recognize where those limiting beliefs and that fear is coming from. So when those thoughts kind of come up, it's like, okay, well, what version of me from the past, what version of me, or maybe what version of my parents, or whatever it is, because sometimes our limiting beliefs is kind of like a narrative we've heard from our parents or loved ones or friends, and we're like, wait a minute, is this my narrative? No, it's not my narrative, it's somebody else's narrative. So it's really just kind of sitting and reflecting on all of the things that are kind of coming up, the fear-based thoughts, sitting and reflecting to see where they're from and if they're justifiable. Is that a word? I don't know. It is now. And then just allowing, it just kind of feels like once you take this, like this limiting belief off, this limiting story, like once you release this, it feels like whatever you're walking into, there's going to be some freedom there. Like, I just feel like I'm free. And that you'll kind of even get to like when you do it, when you make that step and you release that stuff, I feel like I'm rambling because I am, that you will just all of a sudden be like, what was I worried about? In that sense, like, it just feels like you're going to step into it and be like, oh my God, like, duh, this was supposed to be like this all along. So, yeah, that's that. And then message number 2, you are enough. You do not have to give more. And eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Okay, let me just reconnect. Yeah, I knew this was going to come up because when I first connected, I do a connection ritual to protect my energy, to ground my energy, to cleanse my energy, and all the things before I open up my channel. And when I pulled in the collective energy that's going to come across this reading, I definitely felt like a sluggish, dense energy, kind of like a like defeated type of energy. And if you live in Canada, I live in Canada, and we just had an election last night. And obviously, with any election, there's going to be people that are happy, and there's going to be people that are mad, and it just creates anxiety all around. So I definitely connected to that anxiety. And what I'm really kind of feeling here is, for you, it's taking a step back. Because, I believe in feeling your feelings, absolutely. But sometimes we can get so kind of bogged down and stuck, and we're not even feeling our own feelings anymore. We're just caught up in everything that we're hearing and sensing around us, whether that's on the news, with friends, with coworkers, with family, whatever it is. And sometimes we just kind of get like, I just see this big snowball effect, and we just kind of get wrapped up in that snowball, and we're like, yeah, I'm doing this too, and I'm angry, and I'm all these things. And so it really kind of feels like taking a step back and coming into yourself, because Spirit was really making me feel like you might feel like a loss of control with whatever the decision is, or something where you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe this has happened, like this is terrible, like what's going to happen, and all these like doomsday things that come up, and it definitely could be reality, who knows, but in this moment it's not reality. And they're really just wanting you to come into yourself and realize like you have control within yourself, not external. So it's not giving your control externally and placing it on anybody else, but coming back into yourself and realizing that you're a sovereign being, and that you hold a lot more control and power than you're giving yourself credit for. So really kind of tap into that part of you, and sit with her or him, because that is the part that's going to help navigate you through. Have a good one.